Good morning, everybody. Hope you all are having a fantastic Wednesday morning. Little chill in the air. Gonna be up to around 70 here in East Tennessee here today. This morning, I want to talk a little bit about recruiting. When you think about recruiting, you may think, sports, or if you're business minded, you're thinking, your multi-level marketing and network marketing companies and that sort of thing. And when I think about recruiting and I think about who I want to have on my team, it's a difficult thing, because it's not just about putting people on your team to make money. It's about finding the right people to put into those positions within your organization. And sometimes that can be difficult. Here in the last few weeks, I've been running some solo ads and doing some Bing pay-per-click, and if you're not familiar with those things, it's okay. To try and build my offline business. And what I have learned, or online business, what I have learned is that, I've heard people say over and over and over, find your number, and I never understood what that meant. Well, I do now. Online traffic and solo ads and things like that has been around since around 2013. And as it was brought to my attention yesterday, that type of traffic quite possibly could be tapped out. Now, if that's the case, that's the case. I mean, it's neither here nor there to me. But just like I said the other day, money's in your list. So how do you build that list? How do you recruit people or attract people to your offer, without spending two arms and two legs? And, I've heard several different ways of doing it, and I'm experimenting with a couple of them. Obviously, you want to have a good, attractive landing page for your people to come into. And then you want to have a nice bridge page. And then you want to get to your offer. So that's where I don't get stuck, but that's where I find myself having the most difficulty. Because I've learned there's a couple of different ways to do it. You can either have a capture page and go straight to a free or low ticket offer, or you can have a capture page and go straight into whatever your offer is. Various people will tell you various things, and honestly, you have to experiment with it. You see, part of recruiting is finding the individuals who are willing to take risks. And your organization, your company, your specific business won't experience any growth if all of the people whom you are recruiting are just there to get one or two sales, and then they fizzle out and they say, oh, this don't work, and then they go on to the next shiny object. That's part of it. You're gonna have those individuals. And one of the things that I've experienced this week is when you have a lot of those individuals in a specific area where you're in communication with them on a regular basis. The whole premise of growing an organization is to grow leaders. But that brings another question. What if there's so few leaders in that organization and it's so hard to find them? How do you sort through and find out, who's the cream of the crop? Well, my answer to that is, one, you observe. Okay? If you have an organization and you are consistently doing income producing activity and you're not seeing results, something is wrong. Bottom line, something's wrong. You either need to grow yourself or you need to reconsider what you're doing, because something is not right. Something's not adding up. And as you grow your business, or attempt to grow your business, you need to pay attention to the people who are sticking out above kind of everybody else. You need to look for the people who are, they're saying the right things, but they're also doing the right things. And those are the people who you want to mentor. Those are the people who you want to invest your time in. One of the principles that exists in business and in life in general is the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. 20% of the work, or 80% of the work is going to be done by 20% of the people. Okay? Just like 80% of your problems are coming from 20% of the people. That is the reality of the Pareto principle. It is true in all organizations. It is true in schools. It's true in marketing. It's true in business. It's true in life. It's true in law enforcement. Okay? I want you to think about that for a second. The things that you hear that are so horribly bad on the news, remember that 80% of those problems, come from the 20% of the population. That's just the principle behind how it works. I'm reminded of, me trying to grow my organization and purchasing traffic and, seeing a 30 to 45% opt-in rate on my capture pages. And yeah, that's pretty cool. But the problem I'm running into is conversions. That means the people who are seeing the offer aren't seeing the value in the offer to go with the offer. And that concerns me. That tells me that I need to get better at either presenting the offer, or it tells me that I need to figure out a way to increase the quality of leads that I'm getting. So the answer to that is probably both. But I'm seeing other people do the very similar things to what I'm doing, and they're experiencing success. So luckily, it's a problem with my emails. Alright? And I understand that. And I am in the process of trying to, told you all, I think last week, I am in the process of trying to get better at following up with leads. I'm in the process of trying to learn how to write better copy for my emails. Fortunately, I have some mentors who are willing to speak directly to that area of my business and help me design emails that are, I guess, more impactful, and how to add images and how to make it a more attractive email for when it lands in people's inboxes. And I am eternally grateful for that. I anticipate getting better at doing these live videos. I anticipate getting better at creating YouTube instruction. Okay? One of the other things that's related to recruiting is you're looking for the people who aren't afraid to fail. You got to take action. And taking massive action, to quote Grant Cardone, taking massive action is what will get you results. Plain and simple. If you become paralyzed by analysis, which I have been guilty of in the past, if you become paralyzed through analysis, growth is not going to happen. That's a given, and that is a timeless piece, timeless thing to remember. And it's so easy to do. So easy to do. I am an analyzer. I'm an idea generator. By the way, if you've never taken the Clifton Strengths Finder or Strengths Finder 2.0, I strongly encourage you to do that. I don't get paid for it at all, but I do know that when you take that Strengths Finder, it will give you your top 5 strengths, and that's the lane that you want to stay in. You want to find something that allows you to capitalize on those strengths and use those strengths on a regular basis. And when I say find something, I'm talking about, a profession. Your career shouldn't make you miserable. You should not be getting up every morning hating the drive to work. If you are, we need to talk. Because that's something that you need to strongly reconsider and strongly take a look at changing, because if you're miserable, I assure you, you're making everyone else around you miserable. Because that kind of thing doesn't just stay at work. It follows you home. It follows you into your social networks and everything else. So I would definitely take one of the Strengths Finder surveys. And if you can find an organization that is using the Strengths Finder to determine who they put where in their organization, it'll get even better. It's just a given. So, as you recruit other people, think about the purpose behind why you're recruiting them. Think about what you're recruiting them for. But don't be the person who is so obnoxious and so annoying that you become a member of the No Friends Left Club, the NFL. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Now, many of you know that I have been involved with MyEcon for the past couple of months, and I have seen some success with MyEcon, but most importantly, I've seen some personal financial success. I have been promoted to Executive Vice President. I have earned right at $200 little over $200. And I have begun growing a network. Typically, any growth that I see is through the lead generation that I'm doing. To capitalize on that, I am in the process of doing these live videos and just sharing this opportunity with everybody that I possibly can. Why? Why do I do that? Well, my story is very simple and plain. 5 years ago, 2013 was a miserable year for me financially. I had just gone through a divorce, and 4 months later received a diagnosis of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. My income was lost. Lost the house, lost a timeshare, and lost a lot of debt that I ended up having to pay on over 2 to 3 years. Wasn't fun, but I began putting the principles in place related to credit, and I've managed to claw my way back up to near 700. And I have learned how to shift my income from getting a massive refund check from the IRS to drastically reducing that and getting paid more every month. And that has been amazing, because that has allowed me to invest a little more in my business. It's allowed me to purchase a few other things that my kids need and things like that. So inside MyEcon, that's what we do. I'm not trying to recruit you or anything. If you want to become a part of that or learn more about it, we have webinars right now 5 nights a week. Pretty soon we're going to 7. But if you don't want to build a business, that's fine. You have one of two choices. You can either purchase the $35 a month membership and get started in your first month for $49.95, or you can simply choose to purchase the credit rebuilding program for $99. It's your choice. Either way, you win. Because you learn the income shifting strategy, as well as how to fix your credit. And it's step-by-step video-based instruction to help you get where you need to be or want to be. So, I highly encourage you to look at that option. The website is very simple, buildingleverage.com. buildingleverage.com. If you go to buildingleverage.com, you will be asked to put your email address in there. But once you put your email address in and hit send, it takes you right to the information. There are 3 videos that you can watch, or you can get started. It's your choice. If you want to get started and just do the credit monitoring, all you have to do is go to 750, the number 750creditleverage.com. And what I think you'll find is that I'm all about leverage. I'm all about leveraging your income to help build your wealth. So again, that website for the credit repair and the income shifting is 750creditleverage.com. 750creditleverage.com. If you want to build a business and make passive income, I hope you listen closely, because what I'm about to say is quite important. We have an opportunity for you where you can build a business without recruiting. There's no if to it. You do not have to recruit. You can earn anywhere from $100 to $200 a day, based on what your strategies are. But if you are interested in that, simply go to s3leverage.com. Again, that's s3leverage.com. And when you go to s3leverage.com, you can see for yourself how that works and move forward with earning without recruiting. I hope you guys have a fantastic Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless you.